Welcome to FC Lions ESL U8 Practice 2. Practice begins with a standard warm-up in a grid. The players will dribble around in the grid, making sure they don't collide. They want to avoid going in circles. Give them little footwork things to work on. For example, say right foot only, and they dribble only with the right foot. You can say left foot only, and then they'll dribble with only their left foot. And of course, if you remember, keep things interesting, play little games. Here, the players just played switch. They didn't want to be the last player to find a ball. In practice number 2, during the standard warm-up in a grid, it is very important that players do inside-outside dribbling. Here, using one foot only at a time, players go inside, outside, inside, outside. These are very quick touches, and this is important because we're going to need this later in the practice. And don't forget to keep things fun. A couple of minutes into inside-outside dribbling, I just yelled out knockout. Next thing you know, all chaos is breaking loose, but the players are having fun, and plus, they're working on their skill, trying to keep the ball away from a defender who's trying to kick it out. Part 2 of the practice is moves in a grid. You don't have to change the grid, you just go to working on moves. Here to start this practice, we go with hook turns. Hook turns we've done in practice 1, but these are so important to help develop the skill in the players. Basically, you're changing direction without losing sight of the ball with a quick flick using the bottom of your foot. And of course, we want to make sure that we keep things entertaining. So we say switch right in the middle of the moves, and players don't want to be the last one to find a ball. Move number 2, L turn. Here you see the players again working on the L turn. This is really good because it teaches players to switch the part of the foot they're using in mid-move. Here they pull the ball back with the bottom of their foot and take it away with the inside of the same foot. Move number 3, scissors. Scissors is a popular move. Players will do it in practice. Sometimes, though, they're reluctant to use it in a game. However, it is a really important attacking move. As here you see in the grid, players are working on both single scissors and some are doing double scissors. And our good friend Knockout is back. And as you see, we can kind of put a little bulldog player in there who's putting a lot of pressure on the ball without having their own ball to try to keep defended from other players. And again, this just adds excitement to the practice. Part 3 is Coerver Package number 2. Here, players are going to be working with partners. You may have to have a group of 3 if the numbers aren't even. Players will be going from one spot to another. Here, I've got the chalk line on the field going to a cone. They're going to dribble to the cone, turn, pass back to their teammate who receives it and does the same thing. You give them specific types of dribbling and then specific types of turns. In this instance, they're dribbling inside-outside and they're turning with hook turns and playing it back to their teammate and running back. You can mix up the moves you use here though. So although we're using hook turns currently, you can use double L turns. You can use step over turns. You can cut with the outside of the foot. You can cut with the inside of the foot. The biggest thing here is that you encourage all the different skills that we need to be good at soccer. Good dribbling, good turn, good passing, good receiving. Finally, everyone's favorite part of practice, the game. We end with 2v2. There's 2 goals. They're 15 to 20 yards apart. On each side, there's 2 lines. One side is going to have the ball, and they're going to play the ball across to the other side. The first player in each line steps up, creating a 2v2 game. Here, we want to make sure that we encourage players to be skillful, to keep control. We don't want the ball to go out of bounds. We don't want big kicks. We want the players to keep the ball. We want them to do their best to find their teammates or using skill to get to goal. Remember those important coaching points in this practice. They're dribbling to space. They're using moves. See your teammate, pass to your teammate, and find feet. Those are all the things that we're trying to teach in this practice. After each round, players will switch sides, and the ball will be played from the side that it ended up at. Of course, the players should have fun, and of course, you don't want to tell them to go, go, go. You want to make sure that they're trying to grow and become skillful, talented, and aware soccer players.